Today I'm going to talk about a very interesting topic, managing your teams during COVID pandemic. COVID pandemic has brought major changes in business, economy, health and safety. Most of the people in IT industry today are working from home remotely. And this is very different from the way we used to do it when we were all co-located in one single place. This changes the how we interact, the how we communicate, and a lot of things are running in people's mind today in terms of the safety of their own safety, their family safety, in terms of the jobs. It's not an easy time. As leadership, it's very critical for us. We represent the leadership of our company to our directs. We need to understand the turmoil that our directs are undergoing today, and we need to address them. The only way to do it is rebuild the trust between organization and the people in your company. And how do you do that? It's not really easy. At this particular time in industry, if you see, organizations are also struggling to see if they are really productive or not. And it's not an easy. Today, the airlines industry has declined sales by around 60 to 70%. What does that mean? What it means is job loss of thousands and 10,000 of people, and we don't know how worse it's going to get in the coming years. Managing teams remotely is definitely not an easy task. To me, it's almost 5 to 6 times harder than what you're doing today. And retention is a very critical aspect of the organization at this juncture. We don't want to lose our critical people at this point in time by being disconnected with them. So how do you build this trust? The only way to build this trust is communication, communication, communication. You need to aggressively communicate. More you communicate, the more you interact, the more trust it's going to build with your directs, and the similar trust they need to continue below, so the team also develops that trust and we all worked as a joint team in this pandemic situation. There are a couple of factors I want to bring here. There's an Allen's theory. It says the more the distance you have, the communication erodes. So the communication, or the frequency of communication, is inversely proportional to the distance. And there's an example of that in the analysis is if you are within 50 meters of a person, you usually interact weekly with that person. And just imagine when you work remotely, how that's going to completely erode. That's completely going to wipe out. Some other critical factors I want to bring over here. If you see in your organization, the top performers today, the ones that are ranked on top of the curve, they are the ones who interact the most. Moreover, it's also seen that to be more creative, to get more ideas, you need to interact more. So what do you do now? What I would suggest as managers, you start installing one-on-ones if you're not already doing in a very scheduled manner today. So have a weekly one-on-one with all your directs. That one-on-one has to be scheduled on the calendar for 30 minutes. And how do you do that? You can do it you cannot do it face-to-face in this situation. The only way is phone or a video. It could be a Zoom, it could be Skype, or any of the organization communication channel. But I would suggest go with a video call. That's the best way in this particular situation. Have it for 30 minutes, divide into 2 parts. The first 15 minutes is for your directs to talk. It's their time. Let them talk about things on their mind, things about personal things, things of the project, whatever. The last 15 minutes is yours, where you can also discuss things on your mind, anything personal you want to share, or anything you want to cascade from top to down. So this is, again, you can make critical. One important thing is you should make notes out of each and every critical things you discuss in the meeting, so that you can follow up in the next one-on-ones. So my friends, it's a very difficult time. The only way to basically be close to your team, have them build that trust, that's the only weapon you have today, is communicate, communicate, communicate. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, subscribe down below, and I'll come up with more ideas to build your leadership competency. Thank you.